Hey, One Step Refuge, Ben Courson of Hope Generation here, and you guys asked me to share a little bit of my testimony with how I've overcome depression, and I'm so honored and happy to do so because if I can help anyone step back from the brink, then this whole thing is worth it. The truth is, I got diagnosed with complex PTSD after the deaths of my brother, my sister, my dad's first wife died, one of my good friends who's a pastor committed suicide fairly recently, within the last year. And I went through 10 years of suicidal chronic depression. I went through romantic heartbreak after an 8-year relationship. And I've gone through stuff that, like you, made me think I'll never be happy again. I'll never get on the other side of this. But I want to share with you a few things that God used to deliver me from depression. Number one is prayer walks. Research shows that when you talk to God about your hopes, fears, and dreams, it has the same effect on your brain as therapy. And when you turn your cares into prayers and your petitions and praises, transform them from your problems into something that's actually advantageous and beneficial to you, it actually has a profound impact on your neurological process. And when you pray to a God who's loving, you have more activity in your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for focus, your anterior cingulate cortex, responsible for compassion, lowers your amygdala blood flow, which is the part of fear, anger, stress, and anxiety in your brain. And it really has a profound impact on you. Secondly, I want to encourage you not only to go on prayer walks, but to release endorphins. A 40-minute jog has the same effect on your brain as a strong antidepressant, one study shows. So I want to encourage you to get out and sweat. God made us for activity. It's only recently in human history that we've, after the Industrial Revolution, kind of got this blue collar vibe going on, or this white collar vibe going on. Sometimes we need to go out and sweat and work from the sweat of our brow and till the garden, metaphorically. Thirdly, I want to encourage you to see God as the God who sees you, El Roi. That's what he's called in the Bible. Hagar was in the desert with nothing but a sack lunch for her son Isaac, separated herself from him in the desert because she didn't want to watch him die. She thought she was going to perish in the wilderness. And it says that God revealed himself to her as the God who sees, El Roi, and he delivered Hagar. So too, I want to tell you that God sees you. He knows what you're going through. Fourthly, I want to encourage you that one of the chief reasons we get depressed is because of social media. So I would encourage you, as cliche and aphorism oriented as this might sound, and I don't want to succumb to hackneyed phrases, but this is true. Really, if you can take a fast from social media, I would definitely do that because the very thing that can connect us can also degenerate into a comparison that is the thief of all joy. So sometimes taking a good social media fast is good for the soul because what research has shown is social media is a great contributor to depression in our generation. And lastly, what I want to encourage you to do in your times of going through despair is to just let God love on you. Don't try to project an image to the world that isn't who you are. That creates cognitive dissonance. Just let God love on you, the person you are, not who everyone says you need to be or thinking about all the ways you fall short. Just let God love on who you are. And I'm telling you, this love will change everything. This love will cast out all fear and anxiety in the heart, which causes depression. I love you guys, and may the hope be with you.